Let's play with Kaito, the second most agile animal on Earth in the Tour 7 and 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to turn on the bell if you like this video. So, what is the most agile animal on Earth, even more agile than Kaito? Well, that's the housefly. So Kaito is faster than the cheetah, the pronghorn antelope, the blue wildebeest, and the brown hare, but he's not as fast as the housefly. So, what is a housefly, you may ask me? Well, this is a tiny black insect with large red eyes, gossamer wings, and a plump body. And the minuscule nature of this insect makes its weight as negligible as its length and height. So the housefly beats other animals, especially insects, by far, and it's doing it thanks to two main reasons. The first reason is that the amazing way this insect flies. The housefly has the ability to fly in multiple axes with numerous degrees of freedom that make it the most agile animal. It can turn instantly, accelerate to maximum speed in an instant, and come to a complete stop with ease. Yes, that sounds exactly like when Kaito is using the long catch, but the housefly does that even faster, and it doesn't need any special strength. The second reason of the housefly's unbelievable agility is its exceptional reaction speed, which is 12 times faster than a human reaction speed. And even Kaito must admit he can't beat this insect's reaction speed. So the only consolation prize for Kaito is that the housefly can't play tennis. Well, that was the minute of knowledge on Gameplay 365. Let's get back to the matches now. Oh, I forgot. Of course, this is for fun when I say that Kaito is the second most agile animal on Earth. Of course, humans are very far from the cheetah, from the antelope, gazelle, etc. But yep, I found that because he's absurdly agile in Tennis Clash. Well, I just found that it could be funny to give this title to the video. Okay, so yeah, that was a tough match. I had 4 match points in this one, and then I came back. I had to save another match point, and then, well, finally took the lead and miraculously win that match. Okay, it was versus a solid top 50 player, and in this second match I play versus Patty, a solid top 40 player. She has quite good stats, as you can see. And surprisingly enough, I had never faced this opponent before. So Patty is a short form of Patricia, so I had the pleasure to meet one of the few famous female players in Tennis Clash, along with Halep. So Patty had 2 very strong hands, and my Bastille string will then be very useful to counter her 74 forehand. She was using the African string, which is almost identical to the Bastille string, except that it has a long catch instead of the forehand counter. So she started the match with way too many unforced errors, giving me like here. No, unforced error. Giving me 4 out of 5 points with those errors. And then she will come back a bit with some good forehand, triggering the critical that she has at tier 2, thanks to her Africa string, and some good backhand too. Yep. She's coming back. a critical to force me to return weakly, and then a winner coming back even stronger. But I'm afraid it will be too late. Yep. She ended the match with another unforced error. Well, that match shows you that even top players can make a lot of unforced errors in high tours when they are not on good form. So I was playing the third match with Cowboy Load instead of anti-off-Sudden, so I wanted to enter with 2 strong hands into 8 in case I got matched with a volleyer. Versus whom, well, having 2 strong hands can be helpful, even if it's better to come in to 8 with the 2 strong hands of Victoria. But then you may have the risk to be matched versus Kaito, and then you are doomed. So I was lucky to get a Kaito instead. Of course, prefer to face Kaito than volleyers into 8 than the top volleyers. So this opponent had 2 fewer total power points than me. But when I entered the match and saw that he didn't take any premium special string, well, I knew that it would not be a very difficult task for me. So yeah, it was too bad that he had a server connection problem at the start of the match, but after that we have been able to play the match. So he was swiping fast, but he wasn't positioning his Kaito very quickly after each shot to be ready for the next one, so it was not difficult to outflank him on some points. He did try some soft shots, but we didn't trap me. And at the end of the match, well, I triggered some critical shots that were fatal blows, like here. Yeah. Obviously, best of string versus Maestro Monty is not very tricky. So I played the 4th match versus Kaito, having 2 stronger hands and a slightly better agility, but a lower stamina. So his hitting pattern was quite simple to read. There wasn't much variation. So I was committing some very bad errors. Yeah, so the hitting pattern was mostly the windshield wiper. He made some unforced errors to let me lead. But I did, I committed some unforced errors too, like here. Yeah, I was committing a bit too many unforced errors in this match. Sometimes like that. Don't know. In some matches, just hit them all in the court, and in some others, looks like my middle finger was, I don't know, was not working very well.
4-2.
Yeah, so many unforced errors. That happens a lot with players who try to swipe fast. So this one caught the line. I don't know how. Very nice. But of course, you can't catch a line all the time if you try to swipe that way. That shouldn't be the source of a lot of unforced errors. I made some very bad errors too.
Second serve.
Yeah, unbelievable, the number of unforced errors that I made. And this one was in, can you believe that? He was hitting some shots that caught, I don't know how, the line, really. Well, that allowed him to equalize, but surprisingly, once he has equalized, he started to play more securely. Instead of taking risk, I felt that whenever I was hitting my returns. In my point of view, that this is not the best strategy. You have equalized, you came back out of the blue, you are on a good temporary form in the match, you must go on. You take the risk to hit winners. Personally, I wouldn't have continued to attack, but my opponent prefers suddenly to play sicker shots defensively, and I didn't ask more than that. I kept on attacking to win the 2 last points. So in the 5th match, I played versus another Kaito having 2 stronger hands. He chose to have 2 strong hands at the expense of some stamina points, and that will be important because in this match he's going to lack stamina in some rallies. No, not good. Yep. So I have played this opponent several times in high tours, and each time he enjoys to hit very hard some shots instead of playing them more securely. It's like that, you know. And sometimes, surprisingly, when he hits soft shots, okay, so that's good to have some variation, but, well, you know, it's there's a bit too much of difference between the very strong shots and the very soft shots. Sometimes they are just too soft. Okay, here he wrong-footed me because I was thinking that he wouldn't hit the other direction, but it was surprising. I mean, that's good. That's good to change the length of your shots, to diversify the intensity of your shots, etc. I'm not against that, of course, but I mean, that is weird because whenever I hit my cross-court shots, I don't hit them very softly, you know. You must keep a certain intensity anyway. So yeah, here he was lacking stamina. Because otherwise, if your cross-court shots or your soft shots are too weak, hit with a very low intensity, they will not be efficient. Okay. So in the 6th and last match, I'm testing the carbo load in Tour 7 after having played almost all the time with antioxidants since the gameplay recalibration patch released on the end of July 2020. Yeah. The harbor chord used by my opponent gave him the precision to counter my forehand shots whenever I hit with my forehand. But this good string doesn't help him to avoid committing on force errors. As for me, well, I like to try to change directions of my shots, to change the length. So now and then I will hit some shots that might seem a bit weird. Yep, he was swiping too late there. So after the last updates in Tennis Clash, well, you need to swipe very fast now, very early, instead of waiting at the last moment to swipe. Because if you wait too much, well, the app kind of ignore registering your swipe, and you will see the ball fly past you. Too many unforced errors here too. My opponent had the control of the match, but he was hitting some unforced errors that made him lose track of the match, like here. It's too bad. He really had to control the match. And yeah, he never succeeded in getting back on track once he lost track. Yep. Too late. Too late to get the focus, the necessary focus back. Okay, so you are going to see the lineup that I use the most in this series of matches. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me practice with Kaito, the second most agile animal on Earth, in Tour 7 and 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Live Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye-bye.